I got stood up to go put a blanket up because we were going to leave to go somewhere. And I passed out. I was in the hallway to put my blanket up and I just slid down the wall. And that was the last thing I remembered. I was totally black. I came to and my husband's looking at me and kind of shaking me. And he's, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. Something's wrong. And he's, is it your heart? Do I need to call an ambulance? And I'm like, no, just get me out to the car. I said, I think it's just because the fever and all this. And he goes, okay. Barely could walk. He almost basically dragged me to the car. Yes, I should have called an ambulance, but nurses were like, oh no, we're going to live. Simple thing. I get to the hospital. The triage nurse goes, honey, do you always have low blood pressure? And I'm like, no, something's wrong. I just don't feel right. And I'm coughing my head off and coughing my head off. And he goes, sweetheart, we're not going to play no more. And he drags me they wheel me into the back. And the doctor comes running in there and he goes, do this and do that and do this. And I'm like, looking at him like, what the heck's going on? And the whole time I'm coughing my head off. Can't catch my breath. And they're throwing IVs on me. They're doing blood cultures. They're drawing bloods left and right. They're trying to ask me questions. And I could barely talk then. I could barely answer them because I had no breath in me. And they're shoving oxygen on me. PT, physical therapy's in there. They've got respiratory. I mean, they got anybody and everybody you can imagine in the ER in there with me. And I heard him say, her blood pressure is 94/49. And they're working me. And I kept coughing and kept coughing. And he's, we're going to give you something for your breathing. He said, I think that's your problem is you can't catch enough air. And I just shook my head. Yeah, that's fine. Because I couldn't talk by then. I was getting worse.